Title: You are not using AI the wrong way. I wasted 6 months automating my work with AI until I realized I was building a smarter hamster wheel. What if everything I've been told about AI productivity is actually making me less valuable? Everyone is talking about AI as if it were a superpower. But after 6 months of obsessively trying to AI optimize my workflow, I realized something that changed everything. I was not becoming more productive. I was becoming more replaceable. And if you are honest with yourself, most people will agree with that sentiment. The real conversation nobody is having. Most people are using generative AI to do their existing work faster, which sounds great until you realize you are training the algorithm to do your job without you eventually. Section 1. Stop delegating your thinking, delegate your drudgery. Here is what works, using AI not to replace your thinking, but to amplify the parts of you that can never be automated. The hidden pain point. You thought AI would free up your mental space, but instead, you are spending more time editing bad AI outputs than you would have spent just doing it yourself. Here is the truth most productivity gurus will not tell you: AI does not replace your expertise, it exposes where you never developed it in the first place. I watched this happen to a talented web developer I'll call Marcus. He started using AI to write all his component code. At first, he was shipping features 3 times faster. Then a junior dev asked him to explain why he structured something a certain way, and Marcus realized he could not. The AI had been making those decisions for months. The counterintuitive move. Use AI for the work that drains you but does not define you. For Marcus, this meant AI writes the boilerplate and repetitive structure. He focuses on architecture decisions and unique business logic. AI handles documentation, which he always procrastinated on. He spends saved time on code reviews. The identity shift from a developer who codes to architect who solves problems through code. What this actually looks like. For IT consultants, stop having AI generate entire client reports. Instead, use it to synthesize meeting notes into key decision points. Generate first draft diagrams from your verbal descriptions. Create multiple explanation versions, technical versus executive. While you focus on strategic recommendations that require industry context. For content creators, do not ask AI to write a blog post about X. That is the amateur move. Instead, you craft the unique angle and personal story. AI helps you research supporting data and examples. You write the introduction and conclusion, your voice is irreplaceable here. AI expands your bullet points into full paragraphs. You edit for authenticity and inject personality. The silent frustration this solves. That nagging feeling that you are becoming less necessary. This framework makes you more valuable, not less. Section 2. The second brain trap. Why your AI system is making you dumber. Why I deleted my AI second brain after it made me forget how to think. I'm not the only one who feels like I'm losing my edge, right? There is a dark side to AI-assisted workflows that almost nobody talks about. Cognitive offloading atrophy. I met a content strategist who had built an elaborate system where AI stored all her client insights, brand voice guidelines, and strategic frameworks. She could query it instantly. It was beautiful. It was efficient. Then she sat in a pitch meeting without her laptop. And she could not articulate her own methodology. The surprising truth strong: the best AI workflow is not the one that remembers everything for you, it is the one that strong forces you to develop deeper pattern recognition. Here is how to use AI as a thinking partner, not a thinking replacement. The teach-back method. Every time AI helps you with something, explain back to it, or to yourself. Why the approach works. Before. AI, write a function that calculates shipping costs based on weight and distance. After. AI, write that function, then I'll explain to you the business logic and edge cases, and you'll help me evaluate my understanding. This small shift transformed my work. The AI became a sparring partner, not a ghostwriter. For web developers, Have AI generate code, then you write the documentation explaining it. Use AI to propose 3 different architecture approaches. You defend which one to use and why. This builds your decision-making muscle. For beginners learning AI tools, do not just copy-paste AI-generated solutions. Ask the AI to explain its reasoning step by step. Rewrite the solution in your own words code before using it. Keep a pattern journal of problems AI helped you solve and why each approach worked. The identity shift from person who uses AI to person whose judgment is enhanced by AI. Section 3, the 80-20th inversion. Use AI for the 20%, not the 80%. What if I've been optimizing the wrong parts of my work this whole time? Most people use AI to speed up the 80% of work they are already good at. This is backwards. The contrarian advice. Use AI to unlock the 20% of high-impact work you have been avoiding because it feels too hard or unfamiliar. I realized this when I noticed my pattern. I was using AI to draft emails faster, something I am already good at. Instead of finally learning data visualization, something that would 10x my client presentations. That skill unlock framework. Identify one skill that would dramatically increase your value but that you have been avoiding. Then use AI not to do it for you, but to lower the barrier to entry so you can learn it. Real examples. IT consultant avoiding public speaking. AI does not write your speech, that is the 80% trap. AI helps you analyze successful tech talks and identify common structures. AI generates practice Q&A scenarios based on your topic. AI gives you feedback on your outline's logical flow. You practice and develop your unique speaking style. Web developer avoiding design. Do not have AI design your interfaces, you'll never learn. Have AI explain design principles in developer terms you understand. Use AI to generate 5 different layout approaches, then you analyze what makes each effective. AI critiques your design decisions and asks challenging questions. You develop your design intuition over time. Content creator avoiding analytics. AI does not just tell you what is working, shallow insight. AI helps you understand why certain content resonates. You develop hypotheses, and AI helps you evaluate them with data. You become someone who makes evidence-based creative decisions. The silent struggle this addresses. That list of skills you should learn keeps growing while your actual growth stalls. Section 4. Build your unreplaceable layer, the only AI strategy that actually matters. The harsh truth, if AI can do your job faster, your job isn't the problem, your positioning is. How do I ensure I'm still valuable in 5 years? Here is what keeps me up at night, and I know I'm not alone. What if I am no longer special? Every time I see AI nail a task that used to take me hours, there is a flash of existential dread. But here is what I learned by studying people who are thriving in the AI era. They stopped competing with AI and started building their unreplaceable layer. Your unreplaceable layer is the combination of your unique context and relationships, your judgment in ambiguous situations, your ability to ask better questions than anyone else, your taste and intuition in your domain, your lived experience and accumulated wisdom. The framework. Audit your day. What could AI do? Be honest and unflinching. Identify your edge. What requires your specific judgment, relationships, or context? Double down. Spend AI save time deepening your edge. Document your thinking. Build a body of why that AI cannot replicate. What this looks like in practice. For IT consultants, AI handles research, documentation, and technical comparisons. You become known for understanding the unspoken political dynamics. You develop pattern recognition across industries. You build relationships where clients call you before they even know what problem they have. For web developers, AI writes more of the code over time. Accept this. You become the person who understands the business deeply enough to build the right thing. You develop a taste for elegant solutions versus just working ones. You mentor others and build cultural impact on teams. For content creators, AI helps with research, drafts, and optimization. You develop a distinctive voice and perspective. You build genuine community and relationships. Your work is so authentically human that no one would ever mistake it for something created by AI. The identity shift from a person who does X to person known for unique judgment in X domain. The uncomfortable truth nobody wants to hear. After a year deep in the AI productivity rabbit hole, here is my honest take. AI will not replace you, but someone using AI better than you will. And better does not mean using more tools or fancier prompts. It means using AI to become more distinctly yourself, more strategic, more creative, more human in the ways that matter. The people thriving with AI are not the ones automating everything. Instead, they are the ones who leverage it effectively. They are the ones using automation to create space for the work that makes them irreplaceable. So, the question is not how do I use AI to work faster? The real question is, what would I do with my time if the busy work disappeared? The answer, that is your unreplaceable layer. That is where you should be investing your AI-saved time. Because in 5 years, everyone will have access to the same AI tools. Your edge will not be the technology. It will be the judgment, taste, and humanity you developed while others were just trying to automate their way to productivity. Your next step, save this. Pick anything from this post. One area of drudgery to fully delegate to AI. One skill you have been avoiding that AI can help you finally learn. One aspect of your unreplaceable layer to consciously develop. Not 3 things. 1. Because the people who transform their relationship with AI, they do not try to implement everything. They make one small shift, see it work, and build from there. Which shift will you make first? Conclusion, the moment that changes everything. Here is what I wish someone had told me when I first started using AI. You are standing at a fork in the road that will define your next decade. One path leads to becoming efficient at tasks that won't matter in 3 years. You will automate, optimize, and streamline yourself into a corner where your main skill is prompting AI well. A skill that will become as common as typing. The other path leads to using this technology as a catalyst for becoming the person you have been too busy to become. The strategist. The creative thinker. The trusted advisor. The person with judgment so refined that people seek you out specifically, not just someone who can get the job done. I have watched hundreds of professionals make this choice, often without realizing they are making it at all. Those who pick the first path now feel anxious whenever a new AI is released, always fearing they might be replaced. They find themselves locked in an unwinnable arms race. The ones who chose the second path? They are calmer, more confident. They are not worried about AI, because they spent the last year building skills and relationships that compound in value. They used AI to buy themselves time to become more human, more nuanced, more irreplaceable. Here is the uncomfortable part. You cannot choose both paths. Time spent optimizing your existing workflow is time not spent developing your STR. Strategic edge. Every hour you spend making AI do your current job better is an hour you could have spent learning to do work AI cannot touch. So, ask yourself honestly, 6 months from now, do you want to be known as the person who's really good at using ChatGPT, or the person who thinks differently than anyone else in the room? Because I promise you, everyone will be good at using AI soon. It is the easiest skill to learn. But developing taste, building relationships, cultivating judgment, understanding context that can't be Googled? That takes time. The time you have right now is if you choose to use it wisely. This is your moment. Not to automate everything, but to intentionally design who you are becoming while others are busy chasing the next productivity hack. The AI revolution is not about the technology. It is about what you do with the space it creates. Do not waste it trying to keep up. Use it to become someone worth keeping around. This essay has been produced by Terome Technology. Until next time, bye.